Oh no, it was so quiet. Hold on, I gotta... Now I can see better. There you go. Well, there's nobody else playing. I'll have the announcers.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's that sneaky distance.
Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction. Just a little tap in here. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
That was a good run at it, Rich.
He has a 12-footer here. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. So par 4 to open, then a par 3, and now Frank here at the third, a par 5 at 528 yards.
And you get to see everything very early on in the round. Dogleg left first hole, par 3 second, and now a long dogleg right, par 5. With a good tee shot, though, you can definitely reach this hole in 2.
Oh, here we go. It's a good shot. It's a good shot.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, this is a golf course where if you were caddying for a player, you might remind them to stop and
smell the roses.
And smell the roses. Take it all in, right? I mean, it's that kind of a golf course.
Yeah, we play a lot of sterile venues now, I think is the best way to put it, 7,500 yards plus, and we don't get to smell the roses. So you come up here, it's a long trip. You don't It takes you a while to get here, that's for sure. Flying to Calgary, drive up here. It's known as a scenic area with the ice fields, but you get to sort of embrace
there goes my
nature
eagle.
and realize it's an outdoor game.
Should you lay it up?
And that's one of the benefits of it.
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes
Eagle, baby!
out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
And now let's go down to the action at the fourth.
Oh,
As we catch up with today's featured golfer, Frank, what's the key to generating some momentum?
Just hitting good shots. I know it sort of sounds like the old cliche, but plenty of opportunities. A few 10, 15-foot putts start going down. This round will change dramatically.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie.
The fuck? There's a moose over there.
You'd like that one again.
Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Pretty good putt, Frank. Just didn't quite read it correctly.
Yeah, would have certainly liked that to go in.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. So with that, the score is now at even par. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par threes, a short par five, and that opening par four. Now at the fifth hole, 424-yard par four.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
Even par currently.
Hit it. So they'll tap in. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 sixth hole, reasonably short at 373 yards. A lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short four. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
That will be a great look at birdie. 12 feet still to go. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go,
I said it was straight.
You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Lost that mini battle right there on that hole with a bogey and slips to 1 over par. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need 2 of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So start with a good one.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Baba Booey, I heard.
All right, Frank, it'd be fun to watch the players have a go at this second shot here at the par 5 7.
Yeah, this green is well protected left and right by those bunkers.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
These putts keep the round together. That is a solid par putt. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, a lot of exciting shots on this opening side, and here we go again, second to this.
From left to right, so 2 choices. You're going to hit a normal shot. You've got to aim that a little left of that flag. Either that or draw it back towards the flag and into that uphill slope.
Fucker.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And with that, 1 under par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
On the green with about 30 feet to go. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Hook! Hook!
Always 2 components to the long lag putt. The speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Settles in over the putt. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. So off the long par 3/10, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
And wait for it. Yes, 105 yards away. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy. But on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
And he's made it onto the green now. He'll take par and move on. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
That's what you think. I can miss a
-1
4-foot
for
putt.
the day.
I need to start birdieing
13th
some of
hole,
these.
par 3, 225
Because-
yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this
Stop,
par
stop,
3.
stop.
Now it's that sneaky distance.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
On the green. Get on the green. Get on the green. Don't go on a fringe. Don't go on a rough
So the
either.
second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as
Get
we all
in.
know,
Bam.
can redeem a lot of mistakes.
Back at one
See
under.
if he does it here.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
I give you 322.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like
Stop,
fun.
stop,
Bunkers
stop,
don't
heel.
seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Been
No.
pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Good effort and good par putt. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a goat hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker, you should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly, so now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
One
Good
under
shot.
for the round.
It's a good shot, Tiger. On the fairway.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Frank, as we get set for this second shot here at 17, did you like the aggressive play off the tee?
Well, fortunately, you've got a second shot here, but now you've got to fashion some sort of bump and run. But it's a bit dicey trying to hit it all the way up there off the tee.
And so that ball does settle. Frank, how far?
Well, it's actually my favorite number, 14 feet.
Why 14?
It's my birthday.
Oh boy, see if I can. Oh, so close.
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just a couple of feet.
It's a long.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go.
I need like.
Well, Frank,
some-
this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well, Frank, you hate to miss the green on a par 5 with your third shot.
Well, they say par 5s are the easiest holes to birdie, but the hardest holes to make 4. Making a 6, though, that certainly sets yourself backwards. So tough up and down.
Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now.
I won't play International Challenge. Y'all. Forfeit. Oh, you wear shorts. Aha! Wait, why am I in blue all the time? Why am I in blue? Why don't I just need different colors? The Boston. TPC Sawgrass. Wish I could get the schedule rankings. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll do Quail Hollows. All those invitations I didn't want to go to. They don't count towards a championship.
Coverage coming presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo set to call all the action here at the Wells Fargo Championship. We are at Quail Hollow, and Frank, it is really one of the best courses on tour.
It is the great state of North Carolina, where Donna Ross developed so many great courses. They're the sort of courses that we're used to seeing, but this is a relatively new golf course. First opened up in 1961, but it certainly fits in with the North Carolina landscape. Mature trees, holes well cut out, beautiful greens, and interesting finish.
How do you like that finishing stretch? They call it the Green Mile.
Some might think it's purgatory, but I think it's the perfect touch to a great golf course.
So that ball nestles down in the rough.
Oh boy.
Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. 105 yards. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros.
God damn it.
Seve actually was
Why is the ball rolling down?
so skilled that he could open up a 3-iron. That's right, a 3-iron. On a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Triple bogey.
So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Frank, a nice mix of opening holes here at Quail Hollow in the Wells Fargo Championship. Pretty short par 3 here at the second.
180-yard shot will play more like 175 for the half a club downhill. There's much more green on that right side. If you're not too sure what club to hit, then you should stay away from that left side.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. This is a strong par 4, 452 yards, the third hole. It's a good challenge, Frank.
It is big sweeping. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces.
Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Now the approach here at the third. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
And now back over to the fourth. With a key stretch of holes ahead, our featured golfer really has struggled in the early going, Frank.
Yeah, a few mistakes out there, unforced errors you might want to say. So really, attention to detail should be the concern right now.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Second shot.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, we remember what Rory McIlroy did here in 2010. His first PGA Tour victory, a 62 in the final round. It was also the first victory for Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, and oddly enough, it was in a playoff. And in that playoff, Ricky just pulled out a driver and smashed it down there, then hit a sand iron to that front left flag. Basically the gimme distance. Not only did he win in the playoff, but he beat Rory McIlroy, the then world #1 in DA points. And that was the same Ricky Fowler that, remember, in the playoff in 2015 for the Players' Championship, drove the ball in equally daunting fashion over those 3 playoff holes at TPC Sawgrass.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Wow, Frank, this is all you want in a par 3. 250 yards here at the 6th.
Hey, that's what these guys need, especially in a PGA Championship. Fortunately, the hole plays a little bit downhill, but 250, whichever way you cut it, is a big par 3.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron. Others will shut down. Perfect. And in the hole. What a shot. Well, Frank, an eagle is in play here at the par 5 7th.
And a 6, and a 7, and an 8, or a 9, actually. This is a potential scorecard record, the 7th hole. Many a tee shot has found that creek on the right, trees, problems on the left. There's no question there's a reward for a good tee shot here. But then there's a decision on, do you go for this par 5 and 2? It's not overly long, just over 530 yards. It is very tempting.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And getting ready for the putt.
Just seems an absolute waste. Got to take your time. Ooh, chance for birdie, birdie.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Frank, in modern professional golf, we're seeing more and more drivable par 4s, like the 8th here at Quail Hollow, 350 yards. What do you think of this hole?
It's not a bad hole. Drivable, some might say, but the angle of the green means it's hard for that tee shot to keep on the green. But I think the reward for hitting a driver is try and sort of aim at that tree just left of the green. And the reason why is then you've got to pitch up the direction of the green. This is a really narrow green.
He'll need to be strong with this.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. This can be a cruel game at times. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So a tester from 4 feet.
Yo.
Rich, you got to tell me
Hello.
what happened. I covered my eyes on that one.
Hey, man.
Another bogey. What else?
You want me to go ask my dad if he wants to play some Rich 1Z1?
Here we are at the 9th
Yeah,
hole
where
at
is
Quail
he at?
Hollow, 495
Oh, he's
yard
on his
par 4.
NASCAR
Frank,
game.
it is
I'll
the
be right
longest par
back and
4
I'll
on the
ask him.
golf course. Is it, in your estimation, the
Okay.
toughest?
I think the
I'll be
green
right
stops
back.
it from being the toughest,
All
Rich,
right.
because it does kick in from either side. But when you see holes like this, there's no surprise
NASCAR
why the
game.
Rory McIlroys and the Ricky Fowlers have won around here. This is just a great driving par 4.
Wait, put the computer back together?
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
H1Z1 time.